Hello guys, welcome to Java Junction Academy, and this is our second lesson. Finally doing it. Okay, so I've been procrastinating to continue with the lessons, but then here we are. So after downloading NetBeans IDE, you are going to install it into your PC. Open the file, and then the home page is going to look like this. After that, you take your cursor and you direct it to a place on the top left corner, written file, and when you draw it there, it's going to show certain words like new project, new file, and all that. So for you to create a new project, you press new project, and hence after that it's going to show you this slide, and then you are going to choose on categories. You are choosing Java with Maven, and on project it's a Java application, and then you press next. After pressing next, you go and name your file. Just make sure that you name your file with anything that will help you remember it. And then you can also change the location where the file can be saved, but then it does not really matter. Then you press finish, and then hence we proceed into our file. Okay, so as for starters, we have to import, because we are using a scanner. We are going to be using a scanner for this application file. So we are importing a scanner. Import java.util.scanner with a capital letter S. Don't forget the semicolon after the sentence. It means, or in coding, in programming, it basically means that you are closing off the line. And now we are going to name or give our scanner a variable name. So the variable will be scanner input equals to new scanner, and don't forget to write system in, because we are going to insert certain parameters, certain words into the system, so it will help the system to be ready to accept certain values. So now in order for words to be shown on the user interface, words displayed by the computer to be shown on the user interface, you write system.out.println brackets, and then do not forget the quotation marks. They mean that the words written within the quotation mark, they are supposed to be displayed by the computer on the user interface. And don't forget the semicolon. Okay, I hope you're following. So now, like I said on the first lesson, that string holds characters, it holds letters. So now we are using a data type called string, and our variable name is reply greet. And when you write input.next line with brackets and a semicolon, it basically means that you are allowing the user of the computer to have a space where they can input values. So now we are writing system out println brackets, and don't forget the quotation marks. I am gonna add them also. As you can see, I am adding the quotation marks. Nice to meet you. So now, in order for the words that you call, we are going to call on the value that we gave to reply greet up there. We are calling on that value. So in order to call it, we say plus, we write the name of the variable called reply greet. So now, in order for the sentence to have space between the values of reply, greet, and nice to meet you. You use quotation marks which are within 2 plus signs. That's how you add space between the sentence. And now we are also using another data type. Wait, I forgot to add something. So now we are increasing the line. What is your name? Oh, sorry, what is your age? I don't know why I'm thinking about names. But what is your age? And now the user is expected to add an age. Yes, the user is expected to add an age. Sorry about that today. It's been kind of a long day, but yeah. Okay, a data type called string, and we give our variable a name. This is called a variable identifier. It's called a variable identifier. It identifies the name of the variable. So hence we give our variable name called age of person. Input at next line. This is where we are expecting the person to enter a certain value, and then the certain value we will call it on the following line. Do not forget, when you want a computer to call out a sentence, you write system.out.print brackets with quotation marks and write within the quotation marks. That is how you call out a sentence to be displayed on the user interface by the computer. Yep, so now we are also going to add a few lines. Don't worry about the errors. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Yep, I had forgot to add something. So now I want to make this lesson short, and it's getting longer and longer, but then I want to call out the name. I want to call out the name of the stranger by calling out the variable called reply greet. So now, as you can see, I put quotation marks between 2 plus signs in order to create a space between the sentence. Yep. So now, as you can see, do not leave out the semicolon. So now we are about to run our program. You go at the top and you look for a green arrow. The green arrow represents run the project. Okay, let me add a few things down there. You know, when you're coding, you should make sure that everything you code is clean. Like they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. So now we are adding our variable name, which will call out the value that has been put under the variable called age of person. Yep, under age of person. So now, as you can see on line number 18, I split the single sentence into 2 lines because I want it to be clean. I don't want the sentences to be too long. That's why I also split the line number 23 sentence into 2, because I do not want it to be congested. I want someone to be able to interpret it. So now let's run our program. Sorry about that. So now, as you can see, this is the user interface on the bottom. Hello there. What's your name, stranger? Let's say, for example, my name is John. You see what happened? I did not create spaces between age of person and what's your age. On line number 23, I did not create a space. So line number 18, I did not create a space between reply greet and what's your age. So now we are doing what we do best. We created the space. Let's run it again. Hello there, what's your name, stranger? Of course, it's John. Nice to meet you. You see, now we have a space because of those quotation marks. Let's say, for example, I'm 17. If you can see, it's talking to me. If you're 17 years old, then life's still long. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, John. So now this is how you code a whole program. Don't forget the semicolons. Don't forget the quotation marks. Don't forget how it's done. And thank you for watching. I hope you come back for more, and I hope this video was useful. Don't forget to subscribe, press the red button so that you can come and see more videos of me teaching how to code. Thank you for your support. Adios.